So, like now, with the knowledge and experience that you have, looking back at past experiences, would you have done anything differently? Or do you kind of see that as, that's the learning experience that you've had?
I see it as the learning experience. Because at the time I feel I didn't have the knowledge to do anything differently. Of course, I can look back now with the knowledge now, and I would have done this, come up with lots of examples that I would have done differently.
Yeah, of course.
But, it's the learning.
Yeah. Which links back to kind of self-reflection.
Yeah.
And looking back, how did we do that?
Yeah.
Let's maybe in the future we can bring that to mind and.
Yeah, this is it. And when we sort of like we're talking about fear, is it's feeling, as I said, feeling the fear and doing it anyway. There was a time in my life when my father had left the family home. I kept bumping into him in town, and I always was scared. I saw him, there was like a radar, oh, there he is, and I literally would go and hide behind people, or I would go into shops. And then one day I thought, well, even then kind of a bit of self-reflection, do I want to be scared for the rest of my life? And in that moment I decided to go and visit him. So it's feeling the fear and doing it anyway. I visited him. I knew that I was safe to a great extent. I can't remember what we talked about, but actually taking the action, because we need action as well, I couldn't just say, oh, well, I'm not going to be frightened anymore. I'm not going to be frightened anymore. I actually took some action. You've got to do it. And, when I walked away, I felt liberated. Yeah. The fear.
I guess there was a shift in power there.
Exactly. And, by facing the fear, there was the shift.
When you saw him and you decided to take, and go and confront him in that,
it wasn't kind of a confront. Well, it was. Yeah, it wasn't kind of a confrontation. I just confronting my fear, because he didn't know I was scared.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So he didn't know. So he thought I was just coming to visit him.
Right.
Yeah.
But actually,
massive
deal for you.
Yeah, massive deal.